Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Stardeus. This is going to be episode 9, I believe. It's got to be episode 9, right? It's not like episode... Yeah, it's definitely episode 9. Alright, so last episode we have officially gone interstellar, and we are in a new Wait, did we officially go interstellar? Pretty sure we... Yeah. Yeah, we've officially gone interstellar, and we are now, I guess kind of figuring out where we are, because wow, wow, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, kind of looks like we can somehow see more than I expected. A lot of, I'm just looking at this known resource deposits thing, like it's listing 3 or 4 things each, right? Like, I don't recall being able to see that much in the last region that we went to. Anyway, so there's some cool stuff. I think did we want silver? Or did we get silver? I'm kinda blanking on some of these. We've got gold, I believe. We had, I believe, silicon, quartz, and silver. Things that we should probably look into. The other flip side is I have no idea what we need those things for. Oh, lithium as well. Lithium as well. Okay, so silicon we need for glass. Silver we would need for... Well, we have none. Oh, never mind. We have silver. Okay. Quartz, we've got plenty of. Silicon, we have not so plenty of. No, we've got 14 of. And what was the other thing that we found? I don't remember. Quartz, rock, silver, coal, ice, gold, plant fiber, ships, rock, crude, titanium, iron. Ooh, titanium. We could probably do with some titanium. Alright, so... so I don't see any, like, obvious escape point, because I assume we're gonna need a separate escape point to be able to escape here, right? Because we had the interstellar travel point, so I'm just gonna move in this direction. Thinking being that these are the places that have been explored, and these are the places that have not been explored, so the escape point's probably over here somewhere, right? That's the thinking. The other thinking is, hey, look, crude. Probably need some of that at some point in the near future. Anyway, okay. So now that we have gotten all of that out of the way, let's see what we want to do on, like, a localized ship type, situation this episode. Let's see. Oh, looks like we have ideas of stuff to do. Okay, let's try advanced system scanning. Oh, hey, we found our hyperjump relay. Nice. Alright, let's enter this sector and let's go get some of that titanium. Expeditions to titanium. Get all of our miners going. Let's go. 72 per day. That was pretty insane. 72.19. That'll be gone very fast. Okay. Scanning the star system for an anomaly or a derelict ship. Okay. Sure. Let's scan for an anomaly. Not really sure what the anomaly is gonna find us, but it's not that big a deal. Okay, done. Nice. Let's try accepting a quest. Show quests. Kind of feels like we're down to the one last quest, the find a habitable planet quest. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah. This is kind of going back to the very beginning, right? The original mission that we started off with. So let's focus on that. Looks like we need to do a bunch of research. Let's, sure, let's see what we can find here. Kind of looks like we're gonna need a lot more research. Some alien datoids, bunch of nuclear, bunch of tech. We've got nowhere near enough for tier. Okay, so there is some way in which you go about acquiring access to higher tier tech, and 2 more tier 3 technologies, okay, to get tier 4. 7 tier 4s to unlock tier 5. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. So I just need to research 7 of these, 13 of these total. What do we need down here? Xeno detection? Probably a good thing at some point. Advanced spacesuit. Could probably use that. Advanced assembly. Do we want one of these? I think we want one of these fabricators. That sounds pretty dope. And advanced oxygen production also sounds kind of dope. It's like the floor heater that we've got. We haven't started using, but you know, it's one of those things that we could start using in the potential future, if we want to. I just don't really see why we would want to. It's not like we're not really having any issues right now with our floor heaters, I don't think. I guess maybe to get this guy out of the way so that we can put another planter down in here, maybe? Same thing with our oxygen generators. Like, sure, we've got oxygen generators. Where are our oxygen? That's a heater. There's an oxygen generator. Nope, that's a mini cell. Oh, yeah, we just have the one oxygen pump here. So the oxygen pump is pumping enough oxygen, and I guess we got the 2 over here, and then there's probably a 3rd one somewhere, right? Because didn't we make 3 for, like, that little quest? And then we just didn't really... Let's start moving some of this stuff over. There we go. Maybe someone will take... That wasn't Olivia, that was, the other guy. Don't remember what his name was. Anyway, their former stuff. I believe that's their protein on the floor as well. Anyway, what was I thinking? Tracksuit, spacesuit, space helmet? Yeah, alright. We need to start thinking about stuff that needs to be, I guess, let's just do some more research so that we can unlock the next tier of technology. I'll be honest, man, advanced spacesuit does really sound pretty cool. And is this just a 2x2? It is just a 2x2. Alright, advanced spacesuit it is. We can make those now. Let's make some advanced spacesuits. New order, I can't make them. Oh, is it armored versus jet suit? Huh. Kinda seems like it. Sounds like it's just a regular spacesuit, but plus it costs lead plate and battery cell. I don't think I'm gonna waste that. Yeah, why not? I don't think I need it. What I do, however, need is to get that T2v2 assembler. Was that the assembler? No, it was not. It was the... It was the fabricator. Yeah, let's get that fabricator going. Let's see. Fabricate. Oh boy, we can spell. That is a thing that we are capable of doing. Hang on one second. Okay, So if we've got the fabricator, we're gonna set it up over in that corner, I guess. Change blueprint. There we go. Oh, that is not the button that I meant to press. Bro, what's the rotate key? It is definitely still R. Okay. I guess I could just stick it in here. There isn't really any good place. You know what? There it is. That's where the fabricator is gonna go. And hopefully things are gonna go okay. And life's gonna go well. And we're gonna see how well life goes in the next few 3, 4, 10 minutes. I don't know. However long this episode's gonna last. Probably another 30 or so. Hey, we found an anomaly in the next star system over. Yay. Okay. I mean, I'm not really sure if I want to keep going this direction, because it kind of looks like the difficulty's really stepping it up a couple notches. I mean, bro, we're going from, like, we started off at 8% difficulty, now we're at 38% difficulty, we're about to hit 39, and then straight to 100? Yo. Like, that ain't right. Maybe, like, 75 sounds better. 71. Honestly, man, both 75 and 71 sound pretty terrible. Crisis. Difficulty 0. That sounds like the way to go. Except for that 84 coming up right afterwards, bro. 46. Honestly, it really depends on where the planet is, right? Because, bro, Jackson, you need to stop punching the pig. Like, this isn't funny anymore. Okay. Can we wait, hang on. There was a way to scan for a planet, wasn't there? I could swear I just saw a way to scan for a planet. Oh, was that something that I hadn't researched yet? I think that's something I need to research. Alright, fabricator, let's see what you can make that I can't make any... Okay, yeah, nanobots and advanced microchips. I don't think I'm making those anywhere. Yeah, y'all can't even make advanced microchips. Nice. Okay, nanobots. Advanced... Jackson, at least this time he lost against the pig. Bro, you punched a pig in the eye. You know what? Well done, Nicky the pig, for inflicting a moderate slashing onto Jackson Schultz's right leg. Bro, like, Jackson needed a moderate slashing to the leg. Just based on his moderate asshole behavior to you, the pig. Miss Piggy. Never actually watched Sesame Street. Never, I unfortunately missed that as a child. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm sure that there's people that are like, what the hell, bro? You didn't watch Sesame Street? And there are people like, yeah, you didn't miss much. And I'm sure both those people are valid and have good ideas, and I agree with everybody involved. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't. Definitely not making alien or nuclear detoids. Why am I not making either of those? I need... Let's make nuclear. Enriched uranium. Okay. How do we make enriched uranium? You're using uranium and water in a centrifuge. Okay, so... I'm assuming that's gonna generate heat, because obviously it's gonna generate heat. Yep, looks like 3x3. Doesn't actually say it's gonna. Okay, well, either way, we're probably gonna put it outside because why not? Part of me is kind of tempted to just start building here. Yeah. I think that's gonna be how it goes, and then I can always just put up a wall along here, kind of expand this into my production area. Solar panels still have room, although they might need to get bumped over a little bit. I guess this will also need to get bumped over, because the solar panel is right on the edge of connection. So, that's probably not going to happen. Just saying. Unless they get bumped out. That's a much more likely situation, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Let's get our centrifuge going. Oh, we were also looking for uranium, right? So, I guess let's keep jumping, right? We want to go to this region. Star. Do we want to go visit the star? I kind of want to go visit the star. Says there's crude over there. There's a pirate ship over there. La-di-da. Nothing too useful. Screw it. Let's visit the star. Enter sector. Warning, star nearby. Okay, I'm guessing that, like, being here is not a good thing. Let's go search for some uranium. Let's also... region. Let's go to Karen Harvey. It's got a point of interest. So we're gonna go check that out. Hyper jump. And enter sector. Phasium deposit. Was that it? Was that the point of interest? Alright, whatever. We did find ice. Nice, not bad. Ice is something that we generally need some of. We got 79 of it right now, so it's not a problem at the moment. What are we missing? We're missing optical fiber. What are we missing? We are missing plastic. What are we missing for plastic? Hey, Flavia Dussin guy? Okay. Alright, let's try this. Configure you, new order to make... was that battery cells? I think it was battery cells. And we want to assemble 10 of them. Confirm. Close. And now we no longer need these. Oi. Stop producing. Gears, plastic, fusion cell. Okay. Batteries, gears. Oh. No. Stop producing. New order. Gear. Okay. Gear. Make. Till we have 40 of them. Because why not? Yeah, we're making 5 at a time. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Then we no longer need to make gears, and then we can stop making plastic and fusion cells. Let's start by making some plastic here. I guess we can't make plastic here. I guess we're making fusion cells, and we are definitely only making 10. Just because, like, we don't go through them that fast. We really don't. And that means that this guy, this crafting station here, is stuck making plastic alone. Which is fine. Because I can't make plastic in the assemblers anyway, so who cares? Alright, let's smelt some. What is going on? Oh. Oh, we really don't have carbon, huh? Oh, we really have no coal. Okay. So this is an issue that we probably should have seen coming before, but, you know, just wasn't paying close enough attention. Looks like coal also runs out pretty quick. Okay, so that's one of those things for us to keep in mind. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there was, oh, look at that, coal right there. Let's launch an expedition down there with our full miners, 85 per day. Hell yeah, let's go, grab some of that. And then from there, we will have coal. Soonish. As soon as everybody leaves. Nice. Alright, fabricator. What do we want to make at our fabricator? What can we make at our fabricator? Right, advanced microchips. I guess we want them for something, right? We're already making plastic. We're already making rubber. We're making nanobots. I guess this is all I really got. Is to make advanced microchips. Not sure why we need so many of them. Right. Optical fiber, we're missing plastic. Plastic, we're missing probably carbon. Yep. Or maybe petroleum. How are we doing on petroleum? We've got plenty of petroleum. Okay, so yeah, we're entirely just lacking in carbon. That is our issue right now. It's the lack of coal. And well, that's the issue that we're trying to solve. I mean, look at that. That's why we got 77, 78, 79, 80 coal and counting. Only mining 50 a day now. That's a little less fortunate. Oh well. I think things are going reasonably well. Got some of our coal back. We should probably go get some more coal while we're at it. Just honestly feels like one of those things where we kind of want to go do it. So this time we're only getting 47 per day. It's a little more than half. So if we knock the deposit down to like 22-ish, 20, a little more than half, so maybe like 25, 26 even. That'd be cool. Anyway, I think once this coal shuttle comes back, I'm probably going to head for, well, something. Yeah, we really need to go all the way here for uranium, huh? That's really unfortunate. I really don't want to go all the way there. Do we remember seeing uranium near here anywhere? Oh. Okay, can I not look into the region that I'm in? Interesting. Okay, well, that's super unfortunate. Lead, coal, crude, oh, black hole. Do I want to go into a black hole? Because, you know, I might not ever escape. Spaceport, point of interest. It's the hyperjump relay, we'll need that at some point. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything particularly useful over here. I guess at some point... Shankar. Shankar is a cool name. I wonder... Would be cooler if it was Shankar. I don't know why. That extra ha just sounds like, ha! That sounds, it just really makes the, it brings the word together, you know. It's like a rug in a room. It's like a nice rug in a nice room. Maybe not. Maybe Shankar is faster. Versus Shankar. Anyway, pretty sure I just knew someone that had. Hey, produces heat. Knew it. Not seeing a way to assign a task. So I'm guessing this is one of those things that just like automatically runs itself? Maybe? Oh, hello, I can... Seriously, I can power that? Okay. Now I can... I see. So if I just... Yeah, I just need to get some uranium. That's all I need. If we can figure that out, shouldn't be that hard. Oh, we're already back with more coal. Cool. So let's yeah, let's work on, I guess, going over to here, huh? Yes, and so I guess we need to jump here, and then we can jump here. Then we can hyper jump relay. I guess we need to enter the sector. Oh! Okay, well, that's fine. You can go fix that. And then we can move to Flavia. Hyper jump. Can't enter hyperspace. Alright. I guess we just need to wait. One of these days we'll be ready. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, whatever. Let's reconnect this little, connector that we were missing out on, and then let's see what we can do. Alright, we also need alien. Really, Slip? Come on, bro. We do need alien datoids as well as nuclear datoids, don't we? And for that, we're gonna need, xeno detection. Alright, let's get some xeno detection. I'm gonna start detecting xenos. Yeah, I guess let's just build one of these xeno detectors, and then let's, alien egg, shell, and crawler goo. Ew. I guess we're gonna need to start collecting shells and goo now. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a great time for everybody. I am trying to figure out a way to cover the majority of this ship without... Wow! If only I could put it, like, right in the middle of all of this. Actually, this unironically works really well. It will leave out the back corner of the bedroom. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. This'll catch the same amount, but it'll leave out the front wall, which is A, one room away from colonists, and B, well, I guess this does leave a square, but it's a space square, so probably not a problem. Alright, I am hoping that the xeno detector will protect us from all sorts of various xenos that will come and get us. Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't end badly. Okay, so this nanobot hive does seem to just, like, kind of help build stuff. It's not, like, super helpful, because it's not, like, constantly doing much, but it does seem to be, like... It's... Because it helps out when things are happening nearby, but, like, the fact that it won't do anything on its own makes it kind of useless, vaguely. I don't know. Alright, so... kind of looks like we're gonna be spending a lot of time collecting egg alien goo and bits of other xeno. Anyway, whatever. Let's go back to our previously scheduled program of heading to Flavia. Why can't we enter hyperspace? Enter region, enter sector, travel here. You know what? Let's just go straight to the relay. That's how we make sure that we're going to the right place. I don't recall how we traveled last time, even though that was only a few episodes ago. And in all honesty, considering I'm really just like haven't really gotten ahead of myself on recording. I'm literally recording these as they're going up for the last couple episodes. So this was only a few days ago. I should remember how I traveled to a different system, considering this was like, holy shit. That was last episode, though, we first went interstellar, wasn't it? So this was literally, like, 2 days ago that I recorded this. On Monday. Monday was also Memorial Day over here in the States, and, for some reason, I don't know why, but, like, time got funky around Memorial Day in the States. It was, see? Now we can hyper jump. Okay. Had nothing to do with, like, time itself. It's just, my nanobots had an incident while cleaning a toilet. Well, honestly, man, like, this time it was robots that exploded, not a person, so life is good. Anyway. Something about time getting funky around Memorial Day. Yeah. I don't know how. Like, all of Monday and Tuesday, and I would say about 50% of Sunday of last weekend took place in a single day. And I'm not gonna be able to elaborate on how those 3 days took 2.5 days, took a single day, nor am I going to be able to adequately explain what I mean by saying 2.5 days took a single day, but 2.5 days took a single day. That's just how it was. And I don't mean like it was like an extra long day where I stayed up for 24 hours straight. I didn't. No, it was a regular day. It just 2.5 days long. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what this region's got. That uranium's right next to us. Let's go hyper jump to that uranium so we can get our nuclear enrichment on. We're going straight Iran up in this bitch, bro. We're just getting that nuclear enrichment on right now. Too tired to be sent. Okay, well, screw you, slip. Go slip your way to sleep. Alright. 1, 2, 3, go! Let's get that uranium. Then we can centrifuge a bunch of enriched uranium and maintain, like, I don't know, 20 of them. That's a good amount. Because that'll keep, like, a reasonable amount in stock. It'll keep it producing right away without me needing to immediately consume the nuclear datoids that I have made thus far. Yeah, I mean, all around, just works out as a number. Due to the way that things seem to work in this game, like, I don't really expect to run out of storage anytime soon. Oh wow, yeah, we're only using like 3/4 of our storage. And like, I don't know, man, I don't really expect to run out of resources either. Yeah, I think if I was the creator, the author of this game, I would really take a look at how resources work. Make it so that things are a little bit more impactful, because it does. Like I feel like there is a good selection of resources. You know, it's decently complex that you need to go out and find coal or uranium or whatever, lithium, and it's even also very nice that we get this particle collector, which will slowly collect resources that we're missing, which I think is incredibly important, right? When you have like 12 different resources, like, okay, when you have like 2 or 3 resources that are reasonably easy to come by, then it makes sense, right? Like, or when, you know, you have 4 different varieties of one resource, like, man, I know I've brought up RimWorld a lot here, but like, Okay. What are we sending? Uniform, tracksuit, soil, soy burger, fusion cell, hats, tracksuit, 21 soil, 21 soil, hat and fusion cell. And a bunch of relationship. Yeah. Soil, fusion cell, no relationship, but whatever. Anyway, so, I know I've compared this game a lot to RimWorld, but I think, like, there's really only 2 or 3 resources in RimWorld, right? You got wood, you got metal, mid-tier, right? Because, like, you've got steel, you've got plasteel, which does basically everything that steel does, but better. And, like, I guess some stones kind of act like metal, but no, those are also different. Yeah, so wood, metal, stone are your 3 resources. And then you've got, like, different types of stone, which all have slightly different stats, and, like, plasteel versus steel, that kind of thing. And I think that works out reasonably well, where you basically need to have one of those basic resources need to always be accessible for you to do stuff. And I think this game has something similar going, where you need to have some basic resources, steel plates, accessible at all times to, you know, build. But then, like, the other resources are fairly easily accessible, right? Just send an away team down on the shuttle. But, like, the way that it works out, like, I like the lack of accessibility of all the freebie resources, but I don't like the sudden ongoing accessibility, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I keep thinking of trying to compare this game to other games, and, like, Space Haven's also a game that I'd compare it to, but I do think that Space Haven is, and part of this might just be a skill issue, don't get me wrong, very possible that it's a skill issue, part of it might be an attention issue, right? I have not played through an entire game of Space Haven because, you know, I definitely, like, just crashed out once or twice where I legitimately ran into issues with my build or whatever and just, like, lost the game. That's happened once or twice. But I guess most of the time I just kind of, like, lose interest and fade off. So maybe I'll have to go through a full game of Space Haven, like, really complete the game before I can really judge it. But so far, I guess my point is that the way that resources work in this game, I don't mind the complexity. I think the complexity actually works surprisingly well for this game, but I do think that they're still a little bit too available. Um, Definitely more than they need to be, and that's not. I feel like that just takes away from the game, right? Like, I don't mind having to find uranium. I don't mind having to spend extra time mining the uranium. It's just like it doesn't. As soon as I find and mine uranium right now, right? Once the shuttle comes back, it's at 94 out of 100 right now, and it's about to come back. Once it comes back, is that the last time I will ever think about my need for uranium? This entire game. And it's entirely possible that the answer to that question is yes. The thing is, if the answer to that question is yes, I think there needs to be a reason for why the answer to that question is yes, right? Like, what is the reasoning that leads to the decision that we have all these various resources that you use in small amounts and that you consume in small amounts and that you will require in small amounts? So as long as you bring back one shuttle full, you'll be fine. Like, there needs to be some kind of thought behind that, and I'm not 100% certain that I see that thought at this moment in time, which is unfortunate. And perhaps I'm overlooking something. So, I don't know, I guess that's my first of the very much game-related rants. Now that, well, I guess, let's see. Before, Let me think about this. How many of these nuclear datoids am I gonna need? Let's say 18, 13, 6. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna need about 10 each for the tier 4s. That's 200. Maybe another 10 or 20 each for these. Yeah, so let's say I'm gonna need a total of 400 enriched uranium just to get these researches done. Might want to stick around for another episode. Another shuttle full of uranium. Anyway, that's just some initial thoughts. I'm gonna obviously kick some of these thoughts around a lot more in past, present, and future. And as those thoughts get kicked around, I will develop them and I will continue them. And I don't think this game is gonna take particularly long. Like, honestly, like the fact that we're already working on the last quest kind of makes it feel like we're in the final stretch. I think, however, we are not in the final stretch. I think we're about halfway through at this point in time. Which, you know, again, not a bad thing. But I will definitely be focusing less so on actual game and more commentary on the game as such, I think, going forward. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things, and if you're just here for the complaints, now's the time to start watching. See ya.